Hey y'all, and welcome to another Mystics Monday movie review. This week, we dive into one that I've not seen yet until this weekend, Barbie. And this Barbie movie ain't for kids, not like all the cutesy animated ones that have come out in the past. Now, I did watch one of those. And it was, I think, the one with the horses. And I watched it with Munchkin, so, for obvious reasons. Now, as far as my childhood goes with Barbie, I was not really into human dolls. I liked My Little Ponies and stuffed animals. That was my thing. I'd rather have toy animals than toy people. Baby dolls kind of always creep me out. The only ones that I actually did like, and I do regret getting rid of them, as well as my one Barbie, were Cabbage Patch Kids. Because, they're not as realistic looking as some of the creepy ones out there nowadays. And some of those have already proved to be haunted. I did have one Barbie from the 90s, and it was the All-American Barbie, and I do regret getting rid of her. My All-American Barbie was the Reebok edition, and looking on eBay right now, they run for about $30 plus. Oh, there is one out of the box for $10, but it's also $10 shipping, so yeah. Any of them in the box are a lot more, obviously. So, maybe I'll replace her. Who knows? However, I know if I'd have left her in the box, she'd have been worth more. But I just really wasn't into Barbies. I liked My Little Ponies more, and I have a ton of originals. So that being said, one of the things noted in Barbie movie was that Barbie made the mother and daughter apparently feel inadequate, I guess, so to speak. Not beautiful because they didn't have that perfect shaped body. And I understand where that's coming from. However, I never felt that way about Barbie. I just wasn't into dolls. I just wanted My Little Ponies and plushies. I was just different. So I never felt that way about Barbie. I do, however, feel that way about porn. I am 100% against porn and any type of sex work. Now, if you're a model, that's different. If you're modeling clothes, okay, that's different. Whatever. And I'm not going to go into detail about, my issue with porn. But that is where I feel degraded. So that's why I'm against it. Plus, if you're with somebody and one of you's not into it, that's cheating. But beside the point. After all, Barbie is just a plastic toy. Obviously, it's cheaper to make one mold and use it for every Barbie. Now, you got Breyer horses that are the same, but that are, they use the same mold for multiple different Breyer horses. But they also have multiple molds but they use, I don't think any mold that they have has not been used more than once. Literally. So, I am kind of happy that, for the sake of the people who are degraded by Barbie being that society perfect look, that they have come out with all shapes and sizes of Barbie, and kind of Ken as well. Plus, it's a lot easier if you just have one size and shape to fit all the outfits. Because it's like, if you're making multiple outfits for multiple size Barbies, yeah, you gotta adjust the sizes, and it's probably a pain in the butt. Now, I never fully, because I was not really into Barbies, I never really kept up on all the different types of Barbies that were made and discontinued and blah blah blah. Like, I've seen different ones come and go by either online shopping in the toy department or setting toy mods, stocking toys, whatever I've done in the past. So I did kind of chuckle at the part where pregnant Barbie shows up and find out, she was obviously discontinued. So it was kind of cool to see the different ones they put in the movies. Now, this movie, I noticed, ends up having a lot of a Lego movie feel, because it's Barbie Land. Kind of like all the different sets for Legos. And of course, who's ruling over it all? The CEO of Mattel, played by Will Ferrell. Which, he made a perfect Lord business. Therefore, why not? The only difference in this one, though, he's not quite as evil, except when he's trying to get Barbie in the box for coming into the real world. Another movie that pops into my head when seeing this is Toy Story. Because in Toy Story, Sid is the culprit for destroying toys and mutating them, which is kind of what happened to Weird Barbie, although she's not quite as mutated as a lot of those toys were that Sid did. But I'm sure plenty of girls in the past who've collected Barbies have creatively made their one Weird Barbie. And I'm like, oh, Weird Barbie's me, because I am weird and I'm damn proud of it. And hey, at least she is proud of her weirdness, even though the other Barbies pretty much reject her. Now, in a way, this whole concept is false, because it shows Barbie Land is a perfect la 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 run by women, right? Women don't fight, women have girls' nights every night, whatever. No, 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 no. That is not true of the world. That is so not true. I have seen women degrade each other, fat shame each other, start negative, stupid drama, and don't shut up about it so many times. This is such a false representation of what a woman-ruled society would be. So fake. I've had women talk shit about me. And this is where I've learned that you can't trust anybody until they've proven that you can. And even then, can you really? I mean, yes, it would be nice if all women didn't do those things to each other. It would be amazing. And I did, in a way, feel bad for Ken, because, well, he did have stronger feelings for Barbie than she did for him. But the part of her getting flat feet was hilarious, and just the fact that everybody gagged when she showed them fucking cracked me up. I'm like, hey, man, I love my flat feet. I actually had said in the past that because of owning a Barbie, that my mom, even though she doesn't walk on tiptoes, obviously, because, like, how many people can even do that unless they're a ballerina? And I've seen ballerinas do that, and I'm like, that hurts my feet just watching that. Oh my god, no way. There's no way I could do that. No, 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 no. I have very wide feet. I have men's feet. But Barbie feet, to me, not necessarily walking on your tiptoes, but they have that slanted shape. They're not straight across. Mine are straight across. My mom's feet are slanted, so I always said she had Barbie feet because they were slanted like how Barbies are designed. Like, all in joking fun, obviously, but just when she develops flat feet and then weird Barbie says, look at your thighs, and then she's developing cellulose. It's just like, she's just like, cellulite, like, ew. Like, oh, bro, I've had that for years. This is why I don't ever wear fucking shorts, or short shorts. I wear men's basketball shorts, if anything. It is what it is. But seeing Barbie come into the real world was, and actually learning human emotions and what tears are like, and having real feelings and stuff, just made it like absolutely incredible. And it's kind of the same way with Lego Movie, because Emmett escapes his whole Lego world just to save his Lego friends. But that's Barbie's whole thing, trying to save Barbie world so that other people don't have thoughts of death or develop flat feet. She wants it to stay perfect, but at the same time she realizes that life is not full of perfection, and it's not all fake cupcakes and milk and whatever. You don't take a sip of something and nothing comes out, or not need to eat or whatever, or not need to poop for that matter. Like, I didn't see a toilet in that movie anywhere. There's so much more to it than just nonstop perfection and happy. Like, would you really want everything to be perfect and happy? No, it would be it would get boring. It would honestly get boring as hell. But going to the real world to find out why she's malfunctioning, as requested by Weird Barbie, and then Ken going with her, it is funny to see how each of them see the real world differently. And then she ends up in Mattel, and he ends up going back and starts to turn Barbie Land into Ken Land, because apparently it's all about horses. Like, what is up with the horse thing here in Barbie? Like, there's a lot of Barbie stuff with horses, because I'm pretty sure that was the animated one that I watched, but it was like a horse ranch or some shit, I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie, I love horses. I've grown up my whole life around them, and when I'm not around them, I do find myself missing them, because some of them are extremely sweet. So they pretty much go into the whole Western kind of theme thing with horses. Which, hey, who doesn't love a good cowboy movie every now and again? But the whole kind of fighting between the men and women when she gets back, the whole thing of men fighting with each other over a woman's affection. She had no interest in any of them, obviously. And it's kind of sad how, like, at least two of them tried to get her attention, and she's just, like, not interested. And I do feel bad for Ken on that note, but, like, he also needed to learn that, look, if a woman ain't interested in you, stop trying, because you're just gonna make her not like you anymore. Like, she won't even revere you as a friend if you just keep pushing the buttons. Your relationship's gonna just keep going further south. And friendship is, in my opinion, the only way to see if a relationship is worth taking anywhere. Because if you never feel anything beyond friendship, hey, you've gained a friend. But if you do start to feel more, and that other person starts to feel more, then you can take things to the next step. People just jump into, hey, want to date me? That, like, I'm tired of that in today's society. They immediately want a friend request or ask you out on date. Like, no, bro, I don't believe in dating. We be friends first, and then we see if it goes any further. That is how it should be, always. Just saying. But you know, nobody listens to me anyway. But in Barbie embracing the real world and all that it has to offer, makes this movie in the end a lot more incredible than I thought it was. And for those of you who ended relationships over this stupid movie, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you, but there's really no reason for that. Because a lot of this portrayal shit is extremely false, like I said. The whole women being accepting all the time is not accurate at all. It is 100% not accurate. There are so many women out there that will tear another one down in a heartbeat. They've just become as evil as any other person. Men do it more. Don't get me wrong. Men fat shame more and degrade us more than we do each other. But it happens both ways, and I don't want to hear nobody say anything else. Because I've had plenty of men do it on Facebook. And it's just like, well, y'all ain't ever gonna get a woman that way, bitch. Point said. But the fact that Barbie decides to become real and actually earns the friendship of the mother and daughter in this movie. After at first they both hated her, well, the daughter more so, obviously. But the whole twist of finding out that it was actually the mother that had those thoughts and was making Barbie malfunction, that was pretty funny. But it was pretty ironic, too, because it's like, how many of us who are getting older and are parents to teenagers, like myself, are wanting to go back to our childhood fun and bring back the simple times of being a child? Because let's just face it, adulting sucks. Nobody ever told us that. We were just let alone to enjoy our youth, and before we knew it, it was gone. Now, for me, I had to rebuy all my My Little Ponies. I'm missing some. I'm missing the Sea Ponies. I may go back and buy my All-American Barbie. I may just get that urge and be like, alright, I'm gonna put her in the shelf with my ponies, because she was really the only... I did have a Ken, because I can't even remember where I got it. It might have been a yard sale or something. And then my next door neighbor had more Barbies. She actually had, like... She had a lot of Barbie stuff. She had an extra one that was a different style Barbie, and it wasn't one of her favorites, and she gave it to me so that at least I didn't have just one. If I get any Barbie again, it will be the All-American one that I used to have. I'm very glad I watched this movie. It taught me a lot of things, and like I said, as Will Ferrell being, the Lord business of the movie, as always, he does an amazing job no matter what he's in. And it's funny how his cabinet of people correct him in the whole thinking that, a basic Barbie and mother and kind of a unpopular woman would make a good Barbie. Really, any Barbie would make a good Barbie. Because as we all know, Barbie can be anything. Just like men. I want a tomboy Barbie. One who never wears heels, one who has flat feet, one who never wears dresses. That's what I want, and I want her a little chunky, not too chunky, just in the middle, kind of like where I'm at, with some rolls, and maybe give her a baseball cap. But a girly baseball cap, not necessarily a... doesn't necessarily have to be a masculine one. That's just my opinion. But overall, this was an amazing movie. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you all think, and I'll see you guys in the next Mystics Monday movie reviews.